thrilled to say that 25 of the 33 living Hall of Fame members are here with us tonight, and they range from all over the U.S. Several remain actively involved in the racquetball community. And ladies and gentlemen, to more fully introduce our Hall of Fame members this evening, please welcome the USA Racquetball Executive Director, Dr. Jim Hilecher.
It's my honor to introduce these people to you. I've known most of them personally, and I asked to do this because I wanted to have this privilege tonight to introduce you to the rest of the racquetball community. First of all, Connie Martin. Connie was the force behind the creation of what is today known as AMPRO. She's nationally known as the leader in racquetball programming. She was also very instrumental in affiliating the Oregon Racquetball Association with USA Racquetball. Today, Connie still is a programmer and working in Oregon. Connie Martin. Next, perhaps the most successful doubles team in all time, Susan and Mary, won over 30 national championships. Perhaps their most outstanding accomplishment occurred in 1996 when competing in the over 40 division. Susie and Mary also made it to the finals of the open division in the National Doubles Championships. Today, Mary is a golf professional while Susan and her husband own a private business in Florida. Next, perhaps one of the most entertaining competitors of all time, Jerry was recognized by his peers as a fierce and relentless competitor. His competitive nature certainly surfaced when he won a historic court battle to open the professional tour, thus providing all aspiring players the opportunity to compete in professional racquetball. Today, Jerry owns his own communications business in California. Jerry Hilecher. Our next inductee or member has been recognized as the player who introduced fitness to racquetball. His doubles accomplishments are historic, winning 8 national men's and mixed national titles with 6 different partners and 3 world championships. Today, Dan is a partner in his family business and a very avid hunter. He wanted me to make sure I put that in there. Dan Obremski. Our next member is one of the many Hall of Famers who continue to give back to racquetball. Recognized as the most prolific instructor in the sport's history, Fran has taught over 7,500 athletes and given over 5,000 clinics. She continues to be active and instrumental in the success of many professional and amateur players. Fran Davis. Our next member, Shannon, was one of the premier women who made women's racquetball successful. She is recognized as the women's racquetball champion who revolutionized the women's game with an aggressive, hard-hitting style and with a stepped-up level of athletics based on a rigorous and intense training regime. Today, Shannon is an MD/PhD in microbiology, which I like, in Minnesota. Shannon Wright. The next person is often recognized as the best player to ever play the game. Cliff is a 7-time national professional champion. His never say die and go for broke game style instilled panic in all of his opponents. Today owns a business in Florida, but still plays on the Legends Tour. Cliff Swain. Andy Roberts was known as the most analytical player, or one of the most analytical players to ever play professional racquetball. Andy was one of the first players, or was the first player, to receive an athletic scholarship for racquetball at the University of Memphis. Andy is also inducted in 2 other Hall of Fames, the State of Tennessee and the University of Memphis Hall of Fame. Today, Andy works for FedEx and Echelon and lives in Kansas City. Andy Roberts. One of the professional tour's most popular player, Caryn was a true student of the game. An excellent clinician as well as player, Caryn was ranked in the top 5 for 10 years. Perhaps the most impressive accomplishment was her #1 year-end ranking in her victory, sorry Lynn, over the previously undefeated Lynn Adams. my friend and compadre, winner of the Geezer of the Year Award in 2007, Ruben is truly a phenom. Unmatched in his age division, which is 55, Ruben still enters pro stops, and even more surprisingly, is still a threat to win a match at any time. Today, Ruben still plays and runs his own family business and lives in New York City. The director and instructor of the High Performance Training Camp in the United States Training Center since its inception, Jim will retire this year from teaching and dedicate his entire life to racquetball. Jim's coaching record includes 6 world titles as U.S. coach of the U.S. team. Jim Winterton. Named in Racquetball magazine as the best female player of all time, Lynn Adams won over 7 professional titles. Although a fierce competitor, she was always highly respected by her peers, and probably even more important, was highly regarded by her thousands of fans and friends. Today, Lynn is working in doing Christian work in the state of Illinois. Lynn Adams.